Hey Bonnie, this is Steven. We spoke a little bit earlier. In this video, I'm going to show you three things that will actually help start ranking you above your competition, like Count Juncula of Raleigh, on these Google search results and get you that traffic that they're currently getting. And I'll show you that traffic. Now, by the end of this video, if you can see that I can get this done for you, you can just respond back to the email or we can chat, or you can just take this information and implement it yourself, and that's fine as well. And I'll make this quick. The three things I'm going to be going over are content, citations, and backlinks. Now, content is everything on your homepage, really your entire site, but primarily your homepage. Now, most business owners, they understand that the content on their front page is important, but most are unclear about how much content and what type of content Google is actually looking for. Now, Google usually likes to see at least 1,500 words of content on a homepage. This gives you plenty of opportunity to add in all these, we call them buyer intent keywords and keyword phrases. And this is what people are searching for when they're searching for your services. So as you saw earlier, I brought up the main competitor here in Raleigh, and that's Count Juncula of Raleigh. And I threw them into a tool here that I subscribe to called Ahrefs. Now this tool gives me a pretty much a behind the scenes view of what Google actually uses to rank websites. Now, Count Juncula, just their Raleigh page, is currently being found for 59 keywords, and their site has been clicked on 793 times just in the past 30 days. So I went ahead and threw your site into the same tool, and you guys are currently being found for 55 keywords, and your site was clicked on 190 times. So we can see the potential here, right? You could be getting that traffic, right? So what is that, like 4 times as much as what you're getting now? So what we want to do first is, it looks like you have similar, probably have similar keywords. So we're gonna click on our competitors' keywords here, and this is all the keywords they're being shown, they're being found for. So removal Raleigh is the big one. That one was searched right around 640 times total in the past 30 days. And their site alone was clicked on 231 times just for that search. So we want to just go down here and look at all these location with the Raleigh. That's what the Raleigh location, Raleigh NC, tied to the actual keyword. And those are the really high buyer intent keywords. So let's go back over to yours and see if you actually have those or most of those, which you probably do. Yeah, you have those big ones. So that's good. But the reason you're not getting as much traffic is your position. So you guys are actually on the front page, so that's really good, but you're down towards the bottom of the front page where they're number one, right? So I'm going to show you in a little bit how we can get you over them. So you're already doing really well on content. There might need to be a little bit of optimization there, but I don't think much. I think it has more to do with something else. So content, it looks like you're pretty good. Next thing I want to go over is what we call citations. Now, when people are searching these terms like junk removal, Raleigh NC, studies have shown that right around 45% of people searching this term are going to be clicking on one of these three businesses in the map pack, right? Now, this has everything to do with your Google business profile. Now, most people think it has everything to do with your reviews to get ranked in here. And while that is a factor, it's not the main factor. The main driver are citations. Now, a citation is your business's name, address, and phone number on a directory online. Some examples of these directories are like Yelp, Angie, White Pages, and Yellow Pages, just to name a few. I'm sure you guys have quite a few, as most businesses already do. But it's usually the businesses with at least like 250 to 300 citations that end up getting up into this map pack right here. The good news is there's tools that can actually show what citations these businesses have. So we can see what Count Juncula of Raleigh has, how many citations they have. You can go in and say they have 250. You just want to go down that list of citations and match that entire list and add about 50 to 100 more, and that should be enough to not only get up into this map pack, but to actually dominate it. And then that would be a lot more traffic, right? Now, underneath the map pack is what we call Google's organic search results list. Now you guys are showing number 2, but you're not really number 2. And I'll show you what I mean. So this will give you, so junk removal Raleigh NC shows you a 7.3. It's a 7, right? So you're in 7th place. The reason you're showing right there is because I've been clicking on you, and it skews the results. So anyway, hopefully we can get you there, right? But the number 1 spot here usually captures right around 40% of clicks, whereas this is 45%, divided up, split up between these 3 businesses. 40% alone gets to this number 1 spot, which is why they're getting so many clicks. Now, the main driver here is what we call backlinks, and it's pretty much the crux of effective SEO. Now, backlinks, it's essentially other websites on the internet that have a link on one of their pages that when clicked, it leads back to your website. This could be through a blog post or a news release or just anything really. In the more relevant, Google uses this as kind of like an online referral system, almost like a popularity contest. And the more relevant that these websites are that are linking back to you, the better. And what I mean by that is, say you have a popular local blog page or a popular industry related site that's linking back to your site. That's what's actually going to help push you up in these Google rankings. But since you guys are a junk removal company, say you have a website like Pizza Hut linking back to you. Pizza Hut is very popular, but it's not going to help you any in Google's eyes because you guys don't sell pizza. So I want to go back to our competitor here. Excuse me. And we were looking at the keywords before. Like I said, this is Count Juncula, and they're being pushed up by their backlinks. And it's a little bit more complicated with them because they're kind of a big site, so they're getting power from their main domain, which I can go in depth at a later time. But it's through their backlinks that they're getting pushed up, like I said. So let's just be clear. It's through your content and your keywords that you're found by Google, and it's through your backlinks and the quality of your backlinks that Google determines where they're going to rank you on that list, right? So this is just showing that they have 22 backlinks from 16 different websites, but they're getting some power from their main domain site, right? So it's a little weird there. Now you guys have got 366 backlinks from 114 other websites. Now, it's not the number. If it was, you guys would be number 1, right? It's the relevance, it's the strength of those backlinks, the authority of those websites they're getting their backlinks from. So we can go back to our competitor and we can look at these 16 websites that they're getting them from. And what you'd want to do is just go get backlinks from those same websites, right? And you want to do that with like the top 2 or 3 businesses on Google for junk removal, and that would actually start pushing you up in the Google rankings. And as long as your content was right, which it looks like it is, that would put you in contention for that number 1 spot there, right? And you could take over all that traffic. And so you can see this is a tried and true method to get people ranked. Okay, and the competition here is not anything like that's crazy. I mean, you could get up to that number 1 spot. I don't think it would take much of an investment or of your time or money if you decided to go with a marketing company. Now, just to go over recap what we went over here. First thing is content. You want at least 1,500 words on your home page, which it looks like you're probably safe there. With the right keywords and the right amount, you kind of want to outdo your competition with the keywords too. So if they have those main keywords on their site like twice, you want to put them on like once more, and that would actually help you. Second thing is going to be citations. You want to be in, I'd say, at least 300 directories or more to really start dominating the map pack and getting in on that 45% of people clicking there. And then lastly are backlinks, meaning you need more relevant websites linking back to your website. And this will show Google that you guys are the authority when it comes to junk removal companies in the Raleigh area. Now, if you guys were to do this, might take a little bit of time, but you would eventually get that number one spot there and take over all that traffic. Now, um, like I said at the beginning of this video, you can take this information and implement it yourself, and that's fine. Or if you want to save yourself some time, you can just respond back to this email and we can set up a discovery call, or you can just give me a call at 910-551-2006. Now, I appreciate your time, and I hope you have a really good rest of your day, Bonnie. Take care. Bye-bye.